The Mets win in walk-off fashion last night, and I'm gonna be honest with you, nobody really gives a shit. But on Mets Twitter, rat or raccoon is trending. The fuck is going on? Let's get down to business. It is the top of the 7th inning, 0-2 count, 1 out, a grounder to Lindor. The shift is on, but there's a little miscommunicado between him and McNeil. Safe at first. This is not the first time this has happened. In fact, it happened recently in Chicago. McNeil talking to himself. If you don't really watch the Mets that often, he does this a lot. It's cool. It's pretty much harmless. Little wide angle shot there. McNeil so far off second for the shift. You see Lindor hesitate for a second, I think in reaction to McNeil coming his way. And in the game of inches, that is all it takes. McNeil does recognize it pretty quickly though, gets down, but it's not enough. That little hesitation that Lindor had, that's all it took. Little split screen action here, and it's not difficult to read. Just look at their body language. They're very frustrated with the play, with each other. Something similar did happen in Chicago, so maybe that's on the back of their minds. I don't really think that they're mad at each other. They're both such competitors. They're probably just mad at themselves for missing a play like that. They do, however, get out of the inning, no damage done, but something weird does happen. So Conforto and Dom Smith hear something, gets their attention, they see whatever it is, and immediately go into the tunnel. Let's take this into consideration. They're in a baseball stadium with a lot of music, a lot of noise, crowd sounds, ambient noise, and whatever's happening in that tunnel is loud enough that the entire Mets dugout goes to investigate. The first person out of the tunnel is Conforto, and he kind of gives this weird walk like, oh geez, sort of look, so it makes you wonder what the hell's going on. So I zoomed in on VR here, so Conforto and Smith haven't noticed. VR notices something. He starts motioning with his hand to come, and then Conforto and Smith run in, so he was the first one to notice something was going on. That is now over, seemingly. Let's fast forward to McNeil's next at-bat, and what happens here is kind of interesting. So he grounds out, and check this out. He runs directly into the dugout and right back into the tunnel. Says nothing to anybody. Let's take another look here. Hustling right out of the box, really trying to get that infield single. But look, no hesitation whatsoever. Just knows exactly where he's going. Just goes right into the dugout, right into the tunnel, says nothing to anybody, disappears. Lindor's next AB is a 2-run bomb to tie the game, and if anyone needed it more than him, it is this guy. He's been getting so much shit from the fans, getting booed. Is the contract worth it? Is he a bust? I don't think he's a bust. I think the contract is worth it, and I think we're going to start seeing the beginnings of him breaking out of this slump. However, things are still a little bit weird, so McNeil, as far as we know, is still in the tunnel. Lindor's making his way to that location, and then he points at the attendant and turns away, and then the attendant must say something to get his attention enough to walk in that direction. He kind of motions his arm, you see right there. Lindor goes in, and then the Mets immediately block the tunnel. Either one of two things, blocking line of sight, or just making sure whatever happened before doesn't happen again. So we see Lindor emerge, says nothing to absolutely anybody, and kind of goes about his business. But you can tell something's off. He's usually laughing, joking, smiling. Not right now. Now, they do bat back-to-back, and I don't see any animosity between the two. It looks like two good teammates. He's hyping him up. Let's fucking go, man. Let's go. Get it. Now, you might be thinking, wow, that was really strange. There's no way it could possibly get stranger than that. Yes. Yes, it can get much stranger than that. It's the New York Mets, and I will show you how. So the post-game conference is arguably more entertaining than the game. Yes, the walk-off win the Mets had. The post-game conference is much more entertaining than that win. Let's go to the clip.
Hey, Francisco. What exactly happened in the tunnel there?
Steve, it was funny because I told him, I was like, hey, I'd never seen a New York rat. So we went down sprinting. I wanted to go see a New York rat. And he got mad at me. He's like, no, it's not a rat. It's a raccoon. I'm like, hell no, man. It's a damn rat. It's a New York rat, man. I was just crazy because we were going back and forth debating if it was a rat or a raccoon. Crazy, man. Insane.
Who was he? Who were you debating that with?
With Jeff. I was like, bro, you gotta check this out. I was like, this is a New York rat. He's like, no, man, I've been here longer than you.
Like you said, nice debate about, a rat or a raccoon.
I think there's a lot of skepticism over the fact that Francisco comes in here and says this whole thing was over a rat and a raccoon. Are you willing to say that this whole thing was over a rat and a raccoon, or was there something?
I don't know. I don't know what it was about. When I got down there to the tunnel, and then the only thing I can recall is Francisco telling me that we're playing baseball.
Marcus Stroman later tweeted about it. It looks like the Mets are going all in on that story. What do you guys think? Was it a fight? Was it a rat? A raccoon? A possum? Some other animal? Find out next time on Dragon Ball.